A very good morning, children. We started with concepts of revenue. Now, once you know what is total revenue, average revenue, and marginal revenue, the next topic what we are going to take up is firms' revenue curve in different markets. Before this, you do have some explanations, but this would be done once you understand the different revenue curves in different markets. We finish this first, and then we come back to the previous section. Okay, so don't worry, that would be done. Firm's revenue curve in different markets. First, we are going to take up is a perfectly competitive market. Okay. Now, you have to understand that revenue curve under perfectly competitive market or perfect competition. Okay. Now, under perfect competition, a firm is a price taker. Okay. So, under perfect competition, a firm is a price taker. That means whatever price is prevailing in the market, the firm has to take it. In a perfect competition, a firm is not the price maker but the price taker. It cannot influence or change the market price. It can sell any quantity at the prevailing price. If a firm tries to sell its product at a price higher than the prevailing price, it will lose all its customers. So whatever price is prevailing in the market, the firm has to sell at that particular price, and if a firm is increasing the price, the firm is going to lose all its customers because there are so many other firms in the market selling the same product at the prevailing price. In other words, no firm under perfect competition can charge a price higher than the prevailing price, nor it can afford to charge a price less than the prevailing price. So as you can see here, children, this particular curve is nothing but the perfect competition curve, where as you know that AR is nothing but price, okay, and also that AR is also equal to MR, okay, as we have seen in this particular table, okay, that AR, okay, AR and MR were same, 10 10 10 and 10 10 10. Okay, so you have to remember that AR is nothing but the price and AR is equal to MR. Okay, so this is the price which is prevailing in the market, and with the same price they can sell, okay, either they can sell one quantity, two quantity, three or four. So you have to understand that in perfect competition, whatever the price is prevailing in the market, the firm has to take it. The firm can neither increase the price nor it can afford to reduce the price, because if the firm is increasing the price, the firm is going to lose all its customers, and if at all it is decreasing the price, then the firm is going to face a loss. Okay, a firm under perfect competition has to accept the prevailing price. It means that AR is constant for a firm. Okay, as you can see here, AR equals to price, which is constant. Constant AR implies constant MR. Okay, as I just said, it means that AR equals to MR. Okay, so with this particular diagram, you can see that this is the price prevailing in the market and it is nothing but AR, and AR is equal to MR, which means AR and MR are constant. Okay, now you can see there are four units. Average revenue is nothing but total revenue by quantity. You have this. Total revenue is average revenue into quantity. You get the total revenue. Marginal revenue is 5. 10 minus 5 is 5. Then 15 minus 10 is 5. So as you can see, average revenue and marginal revenue are equal, 5 and 5. So this is a case of perfect competition market. Okay, now the next what we have is revenue curve under monopoly. Okay, now you know that monopoly means single seller, mono means one and poly means seller. So single seller in the market. Okay, there are many products which are there and which are actually registered under a certain brand, so only that particular company can sell it. So single seller in the market. Under monopoly, the firm's average revenue curve slopes downwards from left to right. It means that if the monopolist desires to sell more, he has to reduce the price of the product. Okay, this you have to understand, children, that in perfect competition, the AR equals to MR, and in this particular monopoly, okay, AR and MR, they both slopes downwards, and you know that AR is nothing but the price, and which means if a monopolist wants to sell more, he is going to reduce the price, because see, if the price is high, he will be in a position to sell this much quantity, and if the price is going down, then he will be in a position to sell more. Okay, so you have to understand that in a monopoly, AR and MR, both the curves slope downwards, and if a monopolist wants to sell more, then definitely he has to reduce the price, and a monopolist is the price maker, whereas in perfect competition, a firm is a price taker. Okay, so Thus, there is a negative relationship between price of the product and demand for the product in a monopoly market. Accordingly, firms' AR curve or demand curve or price line slopes downwards. As noted earlier, AR slopes downwards, MR curve also slopes downwards and faster than AR. Okay, so you have to remember that whenever AR curve is sloping downwards, MR is going to be below AR and it's going to slope faster than AR. Okay, so this is the firm's revenue curve under monopoly. Okay, now coming to the next, children, revenue curve under monopolistic competition. Now, a firm's revenue curve under monopolistic competition is similar to monopoly as illustrated. Now, as you can see the diagram here, okay, in monopolistic competition also, you know, AR and MR both slopes downwards, but they are more elastic. Okay, as you can see here, they are more tilted. Okay, they are more tilted, which means that in a monopolistic competition, if a firm wants to sell more, he has to reduce the price. Okay, so as in a monopoly, there is inverse relationship between AR and output. Accordingly, AR curve slope downwards, MR curve slopes downwards and faster than AR, so that MR is less than AR. The difference between monopoly and monopolistic competition is that under monopolistic competition, AR is more elastic. It means that in response to a given change in price, the change in demand will be relatively more for a monopolistic competitive firm than a monopoly firm. It is because in a monopolistic competitive market, goods have close substitutes, whereas in a monopoly market, on the other hand, goods do not have close substitutes. So you have to remember, children, that in a monopolistic competition, AR and MR both slopes downwards like in monopoly firm, but the AR curve is more elastic than in monopoly market, because here, as you can see, a small change in price is going to bring a greater change in demand. Like for example, if the price is this, he can sell this much, but then if there is little change in price, there is going to be a larger change in demand. As you can see, if the price is reduced this much, there would be a greater change in demand. Okay, so you have to understand that in monopolistic competition, the AR curve is more elastic when compared to monopoly. Okay, so these are the demand curves under three markets. One is under perfect competition, the other is under monopoly, and the third is under monopolistic competition. Please go through all the diagrams and the tables properly. This is it for this class, children. Thank you.